everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm here and I am back for some more Wuthering Waves, but I'm not just curious or cowboy assassin for Cyberpunk Features. I was just saying I was at your service, and we are here and we are back for some more Wuthering Waves. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well, because I certainly am. But yeah, I'm super excited to be back here and back to streaming. But yeah, sorry for the little chaotic stream schedule and all that stuff. But like, yeah, we're finally here. We're finally back. Some IRL stuff kind of got in the way, but yeah, we're here. We're here to do some questing. More specifically, we're here to do Augusta's quest. So yeah. I'm super excited to check it out. So, see what Augusta's quest has in store and what the next part of Wua's story has in store for us, like, next patch. But yeah, let's go. But, yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. But, so yeah, let's check out the story. Can't wait to see Augusta again. Can't wait to see her again. Been a while. It's definitely been a while. Yeah, let me go with Cardathea. And, the crew. Alright, let's go.
I'll be the strongest gladiator.
I can fly too.
Yep, hey, Pedley. It's been a while since I've been in Septimont, not gonna lie. Alright, here we are. At the tavern! Oh god.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet.
Yikes. That ain't good.
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh.
Aw, Abby.
Ugh.
Really, Abby?
Cold.
Damn, it's snowing? God damn. A hot meal should warm you right up.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna.
Oh, I'm assuming this picks up right after
This is a feast
for
and a
Loba's
half.
stuff, huh? Oh, yeah, of course, Abby.
Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue. Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the F-Force Palace.
Huh, how
But-
nice.
I think the owner might have
Huh?
overdone it a little.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed. Free stay, free meal. The Zephyr really knows how to treat guests.
Yeah. Oh, I
Maybe we
love
should-
the...
You know, hang around a bit longer.
Oh, I love that little pout thingy Happy has, man.
This smells amazing.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathea is right, the last clue should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
Sangos Plateaus, huh? Or once the front line against the Dark Tide. Due to the region's unique landscape, permanent energy gathers here in the unusual density, along with the bright cloud, perpetually looming overhead, formed since the first Dark Tide. During high tide season, gladiators from across Septimont arrive here to hunt Dark Tide creations in the name of glory. Oh, right.
We're so close to the finish line, just one step away. But our pace is slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Afra's invite did say something about a big hunt.
So we're actually gonna go into that area and explore it now, huh? Okay.
That reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon. The messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Huh. Interesting. Weird.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the F4, is she really in a position to do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar. You possess eyes as clear as crystal. But what troubles
who
you
the hell
so
are you?
that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds? A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as
Pursuit of
honorable
power,
as
huh?
the Epher must learn when to be ruthless.
So you're saying that
In
she's...
Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
So you're saying the storm is because Augusta is pissed and somebody's challenging for the throne, maybe? And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
A poet, huh?
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the Epher, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4, too. Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher of Septimont.
Huh,
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
Still a little sus there, buddy. About you. Sorry about that, but I'm a bit sus of you. Then tell me about Augusta.
Augusta. A girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent. a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place.
Ooh, this art slash screenshot thing is so cool. Ooh, I like it. Oh, very commanding too. Ooh, that's so cool, man. Ooh,
Just like
that's
the
so good with the
burning
blades
sun
and the flags.
was once a cloud of dust.
Rest sword in the sun. All right. Do you guys follow me? About telling a bit dull. All right. What are you trying to do? Perhaps having listener gun protagonist such sword might be a good option. This should have more immersive touch, sound images you've yet here to see. All right. The moment you're Augusta, you should relive her past. Face the same choice she once made. This. Please forget her name for now. I'm ready. All right. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. What choices you make, they will not alter our reality. Alright, cool. Yeah, be wary. Fate is fickle, and a messed up can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Perhaps this may not have always been the best. Well, the story begins. Set aside complex thoughts, and let me sing the epic of young girl, Augusta. I'm Augusta, I'm Augusta. A gentle warm light begins to blur your vision, and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontian gladiators stand guard around her. You kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know where the dark tide did what the dark tide did to your home, and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Alright. Every choice will change the corresponding stats value. You must be hungry. Here, this should keep you from starving for now. Take the food offered. Shut up. We take you something on the city. It's not safe here. We don't know when next task to strike. In these rooms don't change anything. If you build these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Hey, now you shake their heads and pat your shoulder. Look forward. Alright. Remember to maintain the stats balance. The story ends if stats drops to 0. The story chapter is complete once the corresponding goals are met. Alright. In the end, you choose to leave the village. Gladiator's words reveal a bittered home you're leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with the gladiators. The gladiators can arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving Central Square. Meanwhile, knows square's crowded with citizens. Sure are. Plus, the gladiator's Aegon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with you chatter about the upcoming match. Draw close to the crowd. You must know Septimont Rubier's strength. When the victor remains, this law order in the city itself. Septimontian onlookers. Most passion-filled eyes of the Septimontian. Eat or be eaten. The way is such is the way of the city. To survive, you find your body seize the crown with your own teeth. Something about our conversation. Real gladiators are very simple of strength in Septimont. If this way to dominate the arena, or maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Go ahead, look away. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out on the incessant chatter. Identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. The words of commoners view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery. But we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. But why we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Damn. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are trying for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench are stinking up the place. Ignore their words. Determined to step onto the arena, the rules meant a mental area at your back. Someone death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. Alright. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato's a hired gladiator star. Takes on a few proteges. So you want to join the Aegon, you say. Why don't you start by telling me a bit about yourself? Recall discussions about the gladiators, identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to speak honestly about your past, accepting fate. Dark Tide took your home, and you came to Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? Got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go on. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Try to argue. But now still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Look Kato straight in the eye. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. After great deliberation, alright. Lazy meet your sharp clash. Kato moves with practiced ease. You're clearly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I'm seeking power. Hey, do you really know how to fight? Who you're fighting against? Can you really be mean? You can. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge me again the next day. But for round 2, are we? Country reacts so you're sure pestering as focused as you say you are, huh? Attack. Just like I said, you're much challenge for Kato. You're simply beaten once again. Go back. This is not your path. Continue challenge on the 3rd day. Too slow and too weak. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Now it'll be faster. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the darkness are meant for the sun. Checkmate. You've lost. Challenge begin on the 4th day. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? I'll get you some food at least. Continue challenging. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limit. I can still fight. One swept up by the blade whispers past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak leaves, and you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. The very next breath, your bone deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. Thoughts race across your mind, your hand instinctively grip to sword hilt. I won't surrender. You got. He sees the opening and land a hit on Kato. Hey, let's go. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Call out to Kato. In Septimont's arena, Victor claims the weapon of defeated. A symbol of conquest. The sword is yours now. Victor. If you're determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get here, Augusta. That's your name, isn't it? Yes, I'm Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you lose the name. The spectators brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of some wild beast. I'm prepared. And the last one standing has the right to reclaim the true name. But then all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without a deity, status, and talents. Tell me, what will I see that day? I'll make them know my true name. Hey, Jenny starts tomorrow. Stick sharp, right here. Hey, nice. Alright, damn, alright. Interesting format. I won't lie. Very interesting
Fail
format.
enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness? Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone, but they are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No, there might be one.
Do you mean Kato? Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose, and that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe I had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Damn, alright, let's go. Huh, interesting. Alright, let's see, Nestor. This epic blazing sun, yup. Dawn brings the pinnacle. Month has already passed under Kato's training, and today the grind continues. Takes the training schedule. Arrive at the training site. Recent moves over again to wear patience. Even though some guys' training moves before, you decide to stay focused and keep to your own training. Reflect on your training. As always, you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Endure and push through. Days slip by and the gladiator Aegon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. The training ends today. Here's my final training task for you. Tell me, what do you want to become a gladiator? Why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. The ideals never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze, and he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, what will I see that day? I will make it happen. Are you aware that sponsors for the gladiators are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants? Figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all top-of-the-line merchandise got here. Could I have a look? The products on display. You and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those besides you are chosen and escorted away. Take a step forward. The audience cast their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Richard Holmes' ruin flash within your mind. Oh, damn. These laughs, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The White High Place is also displayed a part in your home's ruin. The dark tide alone did not destroy your home. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Fire anger ignites in your chest. Silently, you swear to shout out these rules. Anger ignites in your chest. Alright. Well, the village girl was such an unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. Try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so all we can have is a good laugh, or you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disappoint. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always the finest source of entertainment. Give nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. Entertainment, you say, huh? In Septimont, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. You turn your view toward the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from stands towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats, as Septimontians have put it. Foul odor of power and wealth. In front of the old-school noble, silently clench your fist. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I'll 3 trials for you. Survive them, and you may speak further, brave young lady. Damn, alright. Accept Noble's trials. The trials to find a worth for something intended only to break you. On trial grounds. So the Septimont City lies a wasteland plagued by a dark tide, your homeland. It's now different from the home you remember. They say a ferocious lion beast corrupted the dark tide prowls deep within the cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. First child to slay the beast, the noble, however, decides to strip you of all your equipment but a dull sword. I have no choice but to accept. A mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of blackened bleached skeletons lie scattered. I suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you can make a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Try to break free. Who are you? Shh, get down. You're trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you'll alert it. Do as he says. I'm gonna cry. This is me and I'm from a surrounded and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Keep your head down. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast did not notice you. Remember those clothes? You're a septimont gladiator, huh? Hey, I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, got tossed up by the nobles, ended up like this. We're nothing about their playthings. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned strength that desperately needs you pity such reality. I've led the lion beast. Only madman would go after that lion. I have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp overall bait for pattern lion beast. Thus, you march toward a deep cave. Enter the cave. People within darkened caves embrace you, tread softly. Then dread freezes your steps. Between a flickering torch and flames, a monstrous shape appears. Lion beast. Friar from neither dances amid a golden mane, where claws like scythes tear wounds into the earth. Maintain a distance. Expect your sword fails you. It's effective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunder storms you again. You decide to quickly analyze the cave's environment. Alright. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down onto the lion's gaping jaws. It's not over yet. You land on its neck. Its lunges is seized to you, but your soft dodges force its claw into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself into a frantic struggle. Finally. The trial is ended, and you drag your exhausted body toward the stream. Clean water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. Rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and the fish vanish. You sense the forest's unease at your presence. Are they afraid of me? Cutter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can still fear. You desire more power. No time to rest. You approach the nobleman again. He poses a second trial upon you. What is it this time? Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl. With all the warriors of Septimont, have 2 lives. Two lives? One by their parents and the other by the sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as the life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. And yes, prove to me you're worthy of standing in the arena. Calmly accept. A. To get a mission pass from the Aegon, you start at the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimont. As reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are. They want to see what you when you fail. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Ignore their comments. A. You've grown used to this kind of noise. Defending cheers number your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Express your desire to kill. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Raise the opponent's sword. Even a Septimont, there's limited opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you need to seek out tough challengers. You target Victor, a frequent champion of the Aeon from one of the noble houses. If any idea who Victor's father is, his lordship is the largest sponsor of the Aegon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. Indeed. The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job with a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Rip the contract? Hey. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble serpent spits in your face. Curses in your face. Respond calmly. You enter a country present? Do you know what a peasant? Do you know what it means to refuse noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity as you won't be getting any. Ignore the servant. The scion silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. Let's go. There's no point in talking sense and anger and fool. Then again, I'd appreciate if you didn't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. You feel nothing. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with the honors of nobility at stake. Remember the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. The nobles wield only swords, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion, and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Approach noble seats. I won, and I've cheated without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shattered before real strength. Step on Victor's helmet. A. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now, only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not to challenge you except one. Damn, alright. Adriel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. Was undoubtedly the king of the arena. Blade battles are no less sharp. Talents no longer matter to me. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Adriel, you arrive as promised. As always, spectators crowd the arena. Your opponent's towering physique dwarves yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Adriel's armor is unusually heavy. All too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. You then shift your pace, luring Adriel and the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, step grows loose. His reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops before the neck of Septimont's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent. Almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. Stab, stab, stab. What? Kill, kill, kill. Right here? Adriel closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Let's leave it there. In front of Ronan's watchful eye, you only take Adriel's sword. You then bow toward the audience before turning to leave. You feel the people's gaze. Continue. Live, live, live. Look about the crowd and wave. Stay, you arrive before Old School Noble's 100 lives. Adriel's made of septimonian flesh. Above him stands a far greater forest. I'm ready for the third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsenosa. That's a possible feat. Alright, hold on. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna eat dinner, so I'll be back in a second. From eating dinner. But yeah, I can't wait to get back. But yeah, let's keep going. I accept. Is this the... It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimont, Arsenosa. Hey, nice. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of strength. Cut it down and leave the past behind. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can be destructive. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop. Thank you. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest. How will you show them to the world? Once heard the tale of the legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now he decided to tread the same path and stand before the same smithy. Stop outside the blacksmith. Gaze the flying sparks from the blacksmith's forge. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now they'll seek to do this with the power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, and a seemingly impractical idea emerges. And then you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Grip the heavy sword in your hand. A. Forte never stuns out among resonators, but seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge, fire, and hammer swings. Alright, huh. So she's weak with her forte, but she's very much stronger in, like, actual, like, combat. Okay. Makes sense, honestly. It actually makes sense. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with a newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsenosa. Take a deep breath. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The noble's banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsenosa appears. Alright. Arsenosa's mountainous size catches your eye. It's awake! A noble shrieked. Arsenosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly its eyes opened, coldly watching you. Focus and stay alert. The sun's sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Take the initiative. Alright. The screams from the stands are soon drowned out by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Hey, alright. Blade of Glory, and display of her extraordinary strength and hard-earned honor. Augusta used her forte to forge a sword and a great sword. Alright. Ignore the pain and tend to the wound later. Your second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises meter descending pause. Recall your encounters from previous battles. You manage to withstand Arsenos' fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws, you seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Look up at Arsenosa. Arsenosa ceases her attack, her mane brushing against your bloodstained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in your honor. I've gained the blindness as a blessing. Listen to the wave of cheers. Hey, nice. O wise and noble Arsenosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arsenosa, alright. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause. The Septimontians salute me as I advance. Alright. O sun and moon, witness the extraordinary feat. Witness our epic dedication to Septimont. Take another step forward. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsenosa's blessing, you've been granted a privilege. They're all bowing to me. You're crowned the champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you've already conquered the countless gladiators with their strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Silence the crowd. Yay. As you stand atop the summit, the champion, only now, with battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. Oh shit, I accidentally skipped it. Fuck. You shall shatter the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. Alright. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall no more fragile lives shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules forged by might lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well, then no time for pointless or pondering now. From this way forward, your sword, your honor, your two lives shall serve Septimont. Hey. True on. The story concludes with a happy ending. Alright, nice. Huh. Wow, that's a cool story. Damn, so that was basically Augusta's backstory.
Of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the F4.
Honestly, it's really cool that we're getting Augusta's backstory now instead of later. Huh, interesting for real though.
Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
Bruh, Abby's still eating. I enjoyed it.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener. I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the F4 is partial, at best. Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words.
Oh, so we're potentially getting a more backstory later? Huh, okay. So we're eventually getting more later, okay, in like 2.6 I'm assuming. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Interesting approach there. Definitely an interesting approach to storytelling there.
I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them. Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take. The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Well, I'd say strength. Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
Maybe intelligence? It was her unyielding resolve, probably. But yeah, it's to find it's.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey.
Also, I find it interesting that, like, we're able to, learn Augusta's backstory through, like, myths, essentially. And that we were essentially. And what I'm gonna assume that, like, we were able to. I like that we were able to expand upon, those myths, I guess, of Augusta, rising toward the ranks and actually, like, seeing her personal point of view. I guess. Or at least, quote-unquote, personal point of view of how she rose to power. But yeah.
When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself. Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
Oh? What? Paper cranes? Did guy just turn into paper cranes? What the fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck? Paper cranes, and who is that blonde guy? The previous day.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, Yuno is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum. A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules.
Ooh. I like this shot. Okay, quick thing. I like this shot, or like this point of view here. It's really interesting. As opposed to, you know, making a rendered, you know, in-game cutscene. But also, I like that they paid attention to that, had attention to detail of like voices echoing, because they seem to be in a big wide room. So of course it would, echo, you know. But yeah.
But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
Damn. How intense much? Hey, Yono!
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Hey, Apple!
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet.
Oh, the current head priest. Okay, cool.
Priestess Iuno. Unruly behavior left Tetragon Temple without permission and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Hey, I'm with you on that one.
Uh-huh.
The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person. Grandmother Lilibet said his fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing
bite in
enough
the
to make
apple!
time
Some
for.
an actual bite in the apple! God damn! Damn, I eat food that is actually edible in video games!
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt. Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's Book of Prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well.
Book of Prophecies. Scroll a little bit carries. Recording visions glimpsed in the flame of light. Both this book and the murals within Tetragon Temple are media through which Priestess of Septimont convey prophecies to the people. Okay.
Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate.
Hey! The upside down
Lately,
place.
I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit,
Okay, the Avignolium.
those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king.
Okay, Hero of Heroes. Legendary ruler of Septimont. Legend traces roots to an ancient prophecy that only the one who becomes the Hero of Heroes can save Septimont from falling into ruin. Okay.
Don't forget.
Interesting.
This is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
Damn, okay. Well, good luck then.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Why are you saying this?
Huh. Was that the Whispers of the Dark Tide?
The storm is coming.
That ain't good.
Come. You know, my friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
Yeah, okay, Blood and Sun, alright. Okay, that's, certainly interesting, but yet bit concerning. But, yeah, I liked it. Definitely an interesting, story for real. Definitely a cool teaser for, the next section of the story. But, yeah. I 100% definitely enjoyed it. But, yeah. And also, I'm kind of broke. But, yeah. Hopefully, the next part will come out soon. But, yeah. I can't wait for 2.6 to see how the rest of the Septimont will unfold. And how the rest of rinscita story will unfold. But, yeah. Overall, man, just great stuff, man. But, yeah. Again, it was super interesting to see, how almost parallel it was. How very much Augusta's story you know, match the legends and like, you know, we have, and how we were able to see more details of Augusta's backstory, you know, and how she rose to power. And it's also pretty cool to see more into the relationship between Augusta and Iono as well. But yeah, I think with that said, that's all I really got to say. So yeah,